Bonjour, Kinamagan and Ireland Adishnikas, and welcome to the lovely beach for today's Math Tier 2 intervention. Today's episode, Reteach 4.4. Begin by reviewing the answers to our last session. So if you want to compare what you had to what's here, this is a good opportunity. And what we had here, 23 went into 55 twice, which gave us 46. Subtract, we got 9, bring down the 4, 94. 23 went into 94 4 times with a remainder of 2. 58 went into 92 1 time. That gave us we subtract, we got a 34, bring down the 5. 58 went into that 5 times with a remainder of 55. Let's look into the next video, or next portion. So let's look at lesson 4, reteach on adjusting quotients. Sometimes when you estimate, a digit is placed in the quotient that is too small or too large. In this case, you'll need to adjust the quotient. This is the Goldilocks lesson. Sometimes it's too small, sometimes it's too big, and sometimes it'll be just right. So when we do these steps, we always start with estimating, and that's true whether we're attempting to adjust quotients or not. We find compatible numbers, and 122 is pretty close to 120, and 23 is into 20. And if you notice, we usually should start here at the divisor and then see what this will go into equally. So we wanted to start about 6. 23 times 6, unfortunately, is 138. And you can't have this being greater than this, even if it's in the middle of a problem. So anytime that the digit you put in the quotient is going to give you, when you multiply, if it's going to give you a product that is larger than the number it's supposed to be going into, that's no bueno, and you have to adjust. In this case, we adjusted a 5. And now, instead of having 138, we had 115. So we were able to subtract with a 7. And 7 is less than 23, so it's golden. Because sometimes if you go too small, if we had to put a 4 here, we would have ended up with 30 down here. And 30 is bigger than 23, so that doesn't work either. For this lesson, you're going to need another sheet of paper or a whiteboard to kind of figure it out, or you can write really small. We'll do a few of these together, and then you will have the opportunity to complete the worksheet independently and be able to submit it at the next paper exchange. So we look at this, and this is pretty close to 20, and this is pretty close to 100. So let's try a 5. I'm going to put it over here because 18 doesn't go into 10. Five times 8 is 40. Put the 4. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 4 is 9. Uh-oh. When we subtract, we got 18. 18 is the same as this. If these two numbers are the same, that means we could have had another group. So we're going to go ahead and clear the drawings and try a 6. Six times 8 is 48. Six times 1 is 6, plus 4 is 10. We subtract, there is no remainder. So that one works. So by simply adding 1, we were able to make it work. So anytime when we subtract the first one, it is equal to the divisor or greater, we know we needed to add here. All right, so this one, number 2. 43 into 387. So this is close to 40, and this is close to 400. So let's try a 9. 9 times 3 is 27. Put a 7. 9 times 4 is 36 plus 2 is 38. We subtract, we get a 0. This one worked out just fine. So now let us go in 539 divided by 98. This is close to 100. And this is over 500. I'm going to choose a 5. 5 times 8 is still 40. 5 times 9 is 45, plus 4 is 49. We subtract. We're going to have 49. 49 is less than 98. So the answer is 5, remainder 49. This is a skill that you will use at the top of numbers and in the middle steps. So every time you go into the divide step, you're essentially doing this, even if it's your third number in through the quotient or through the dividend. You're going to keep working at it. It's okay when you have to make adjustments. That doesn't mean you are wrong. It just means you need to adjust. We'll provide the answers at our beginning of our next session. So I'd like you to go ahead and do these last 5 problems. Let's see how well you do. If you have any questions, reach out to me at mireland@sagchipschool.net, or try to attend one of our live streams where we're doing this together. Bye, my pee. I'm going swimming.